I'm not a politician, but I'll kick it for a minute. Don't you understand, you son? My light, you can't dim it. Forbid it. I tell people they need to see that this is real hip-hop known as poetry. Flowingly it flows in just like water. And I'm over here attacking the New World Order. The mental slaughter is what they place on you. And I won't be sitting around for their voodoo, the hoodoo. You know, I'm breaking it down, see, towards the end of Pisces season. Lyrically, I be breaking it down, Neptune and Pluto too. Talking about the past and the future for you. And the Black Moon Lilith inside of Pisces B. Crazy intuition in the flow of water, see. Yeah, water world like Kevin Costa, you know. I'm talking about the future. Here we go. 2044 to 2067. Pluto and Pisces. Could there be heaven? Or can we see new species, the aliens underwater? Maybe we see the real order. Maybe the Atlantis will pop up again. And maybe we'll be like clean water, my friend. I don't know, but let's talk about it tonight. And the Neptune and Pisces generations here, all right? The Taylor twins, 13 and yes, under. That's right, you know, that spiritual type of slumber. These kids are magical. Poetry, creative imagination, it flows easily. The Jack Attack and the Big Tay, they don't play. I spit these bars and I go heavily. So now it's time for us to start the show. And it's episode 316, if you know. Ooh. Yes, sir. What's up, good people? Wow. We had a family vacay. Episode 316, Neptune, Pluto, True Black Moon Lilith, and Pisces. Pisces season will end this week. The Pisces birth chart sale ends on Wednesday, Miércoles the 19th. Pisces, where you at? I'm not hearing from you. This is the last time the sale's going to be this big. Pisces sun moon risings, 165 or 246. Hammer put them in a mix. Aries season and equinox starts on Thursday, the 20th. Are you ready? Are you really ready? So I had coffee talk today. It was so much fun. I put up the video for Virgo lunar eclipse. I may put up Mercury retrograde as well. And I decided next Saturday, coffee talk will be 12 p.m. noon Eastern, March 22nd, Aries partial solar eclipse at 9 degrees. And the 30th, I mean, that's on March 29th. And then March 30th, Neptune, which I'm going to explain to you, is going to leave the confusion, illusion, deception, and the fog that we've all been under. Pisces, fourth house, Sagittarius ruler for the America's chart. Neptune and Pisces will be gone. It's going to be a whole new world. But I got Neptune and Pisces people here to break it down. Tay, Jack, say hello. Tell everybody about Vegas. We got any comments or chat?
Danny Figueroa said, "Hey."
What up, D Nice?
Vegas was nice. We got there Wednesday afternoon around like 4:00, and we
a little bit before 4, didn't we?
Around 4, yeah.
No, I think it was earlier. Okay.
Well, anyways, so we got there. We went to the adventure park, and since no one was there, because they
indoor roller coasters.
Yeah, so no one was there, so we got to like skip through all the rides and
no lines, just jump on the ride. How many times did you guys go on the different roller coasters?
Like 6 times. More than 6.
Tell them, Jack. Tell them what you want to say. What was your favorite roller coaster ride, or what was your favorite?
Canyon Blaster.
Canyon Blaster. They did the Buccaneer, right? They got on rides, Danny, that we had a great adventure and stuff.
Bumper cars.
Oh, you did bumper cars?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. That was my favorite. Oh, I love bumper cars. Was that fun?
Mm-hmm. Me and Ian did it about like 10.
Bumper cars was my favorite at Atlantic City. And we got to see Las Vegas, the Strip, right? We went to the Venetian. We went to Paris. We went to Bellagio, right? Went through the casino.
Yeah.
You want to tell anybody anything interesting about Vegas? They saw homeless people, drug addicts. What else?
It's a lot.
It was a lot, right? It was definitely a Taylor excursion into the Matrix, but we had fun. We had some good food. Oh, what was that restaurant we went to in the Bellagio?
Black top, black tap,
Black Tap. And so they have it in Dubai, Dallas, New York,
Saudi Arabia,
Saudi Arabia,
Las Vegas,
Las Vegas. Not too many cities in America. Oh,
Netherlands.
Nashville, the Netherlands. But we had some really good. Tell them about the burgers you got. You got 2 different burgers.
I got the Texan burger. It was a burger with they said onion ring. It wasn't like a small onion ring. It was like an onion dome.
Ooh.
Like one of the things, circles of an onion, but it was hollow inside. And it was like on my burger and it was fried. And then I had some barbecue sauce.
Okay, you guys come a little closer because the mic is.
I had some barbecue sauce, some lettuce, tomatoes, and that stuff.
Okay.
And then I got some amazing fries.
Oh, and Jack, what type and a root beer? Okay, what type of burger did you get from the Black Top?
I got an all-American burger, and it was like a burger, but just with like a special sauce.
It was good. And what was so great, you guys, Alana and I, we surprised the boys. We didn't tell them where we were going. And then we also scheduled with their friend's mother and her boyfriend, and they got to go with one of their classmates on a vacation on spring break. So that was really cool, right? And they'll be able to talk about it in school. So we were really excited to do that for the boys. Last summer we didn't go away. I just put money into the business, and we're going to try to go away this summer, but we wanted to get a little vacation, right? The 15-year-old, he got to go down with a friend down to Rocky Point, and he's just getting back now. So Lana had to go pick him up. So he had a fun time too. So we were like, wait a minute, we got to do something. We got to get these guys to have some fun. So we just decided to drive to Vegas, and it was really a great time. We had some fun food. The hotel is, it was Circus, so it's like an old beat up hotel, but they had some amazing performances. You guys can look on my IG page. I think I posted 1 or 2. You want to tell them about one of your favorite ones, or?
My favorite one, which is posted on his Instagram. It was do you call it contortionist?
Contortionist, yeah.
And she was like bending and like it was
like she had no spine, right?
She was like flat out on the ground and put her legs over her shoulders like this. And then she did the bow, and she shot like a single string, and then she shot the balloon.
Wow. And what's crazy, we saw a woman earlier that day or the day before that was really good. And I forgot her name. It was like Pira or something with a P or whatever. So anyway, we went up to her and we said hello. But I asked her, I got this BigEAstro in Vegas. I was like, what's your sign? And she said she was a Cancer. And her family, it was legacy Cancer. The family was into the circus. And she'd been doing it for, what was it, 13 or 15 years? Stop.
10 years.
10 years?
Or about like
No, she said 15, right?
Yeah.
15 years.
20.
No.
I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, let's not get to exaggerating. But it was 15 years and stop. And it was really impressive and fun. And the boys had a good time. And it was just, it was nice. I like to say that I relaxed. Didn't really, because we walked, yesterday we walked about, not yesterday, on the Virgo lunar eclipse, right? We walked about
10,000 steps.
10,000 steps. We worked about six miles. They got to go into Fendi, Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton. Where else did we go? They were the tailors were like Prada. Now we didn't have the money. Gucci. Right, I need y'all to give me some stuff so I can get some Gucci money for them. But they did get samples because this one guy was so nice, and he was like, "You got samples of what? Lucky Cologne?
Lucky Dior.
Lucky Dior.
Dior Lucky.
Yeah, Dior Lucky. So I don't know if you guys know that scent for the fellas, Dan or anybody. I mean, it's nice, right? Because, we like the natural stuff, so we don't like all these, fake stuff. But, when you get the real top of the line, it was $450 because it's a de perfume. And we were explaining to the boys there's different levels. There's perfume, there's this, there's cologne, de toilette, right? There's like 5 levels. You got to really know your scents and stuff like that. I used to work at Macy's, that worked security, and then wifey ran up the couture salon in Saks Fifth Avenue in San Fran. So, you got to know about quality stuff, right? And that gets us into tonight, right? Because we're talking about this generation, 13 and under, since 2011, is the Neptune Pisces generation. And then we'll talk about Pluto Pisces, which is, it starts in 2043 because there's going to be a retrograde. I mean, it will ingress and then retrograde back. But it officially will be from like 2044 to 2067, Pluto Pisces. And we'll see if Kevin Costner is a prophet with Waterworld. And then the Black Moon Lilith and Pisces. So you guys may have kids with this. You may be alive for this, but you may literally have the true Black Moon Lilith and Pisces in your natal birth chart. So we'll try to cover you all tonight as I wrap up Pisces season. I'll be back Tuesday for episode 317 with Sarah Strong. She is really this like unicorn spiritual powerhouse, but she does coaching, I think past life regression work, bunch of different things. So we're going to be on live Tuesday. I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I got to double check, but I think Thursday will be 3:18, a little bit earlier, maybe 4 or 6 p.m. Eastern, with Kelly Rowland, human design specialist and astrologer. She is brilliant. If you saw my interview with her during the summer. And I am going to re-put on my front page the podcast. I forgot the number, with Sherry Anchara, who passed away. And she was just an amazing, she survived 5 NDEs, and she was about healing people in their bodies on the cellular level. People's cells would speak to her. She did it to me, so I got to tell you, she was the real deal. Plus, I did her birth chart. And what's so sweet, I was so honored. I'm the only person, she lived 83 years. She'd been around this spiritual stuff for a long time. I'm the only one she let read her chart. And she based it on the fact that she read my aura and my energy. So that was very humbling. And she was just a brilliant woman. Okay. So let's see. Any other comments or questions?
I said I have to check out Dior Lucky.
Oh, it smells, D, I swear to you, it smells, it's good, right?
Good.
They love it. Like even wifey was like, I'll let you guys get that because, so we may treat them, get them some of that because it's, it's $450. It's expensive. I mean, because if you're gonna buy it, they had maybe a 6 ounce for $330 or something.
But
it's just better to get the 8 ounce for $450, and then it will literally last them probably like a year or so. Like it's a big bottle.
C said,
"What up,
I have
C?
1 million lucky, which is one of my faves."
Oh, so you know it? Yeah, it smells good. I was like, yo,
1 million is a different cologne.
Oh,
But 1 million, I've heard it's good.
Oh, okay. I don't know 1 million. Yeah, I kind of don't wear colognes. I trying to go more natural scent now, but I back in the days, like Paco Rabanne, Lagerfeld, Fendi, but one of my favorites was Cool Water. Cool Water is good. It's so good. You guys tell these young boys about Cool Water. Cool Water is good. Lagerfeld. I used to like Ralph Lauren, traditional polo. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, you know what Cool Water sounds
like? It sounds like Neptune and Pisces.
No, you know what it really sounds like?
What?
It sounds like just normal water in a spray bottle.
Yeah, that's not what it is. So Neptune and Pisces, right? If you've been around these people, like I'm around these guys, the Alpha generation, you saw their interviews and you could see like there's something magical about these younger kids. But this is why I was talking about it even today at Coffee Talk. But this is why you'll see on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, right? They have these teacher groups talking about how the kids are kind of different and out of control and they can't do this and do that. The Neptune Pisces and the Alpha generation, they're also Pluto Capricorn, right? they are coming in, more awakened and more enlightened and with more spiritual gifts. And so they don't want to sit in a classroom and be at a desk, and you know what I mean? They need the real schools and systems, like for the mystery schools, which is something which I'd like to open up as a former teacher. The whole school system needs to be revamped, and it would better suit this generation in Neptune and Pisces. I don't know if any of you guys have been around, they'll be as old as 13 and born right now, because we still got Neptune and Pisces. So even some of the beta generation is Neptune and Pisces, right? That's the Pluto and Aquarius. What do you, is somebody texting me, or are you guys playing?
No, it's
okay. Okay. So, don't open it. But that's the, a little bit of the Pluto Aquarius generation, the beta, and that's starting now, right? The 2025 kids. And so one thing that I've seen is that they can remember. You guys don't remember anything from being in mommy's belly, do you? In the womb?
No.
No. Okay, but these guys, sometimes they dream together, right? They talked about that on the podcast as twins. That's a whole nother thing. Neptune and Pisces and their twins is real, right? Plus, these guys have 8th house suns, so they're on a whole nother level. But and Scorpio moon, so they're gonna be on a whole nother level, right? And plus, they're BigEAstro kids, so it's gonna be a little bit different.
Okay, so
But
I'm gonna read some
okay.
What C said, I believe, is, oh my gosh, it's so shiny. You can't really see it, but is 1 million like kind of like shaped like a golden bar. And then Danny said, damn, I used to have cold water back in the 90s.
Cool water.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I said cool. C said,
I know, wasn't cool water dope? I used to spray that on and just be macking, like, what up, shorty? Got on my cool water. You see, this kid. Let me tell you something. These kids, right? They think that because they're 11 and they started to wear cologne, they got a little swag and stuff. Man, Danny, tell them, Dan, our generation, we created swag. Everything they do, we created. The fact that they're able to live in a world where everything is hip hop, right? It's because of the work that we put in back in the days. That's what I try to explain to them. Right? We used to have to wait to Friday and Saturday nights to just even listen to hip hop. Right? It wasn't the dominant culture like it is now. We made it that, So, I try to let them know, Dan.
C said, law, when I was growing up, it was all about curve. Curve.
Cuervo?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Mark Matthews said, greetings, Big E. I'm new to the channel.
Oh, what's up, Mark Matthews? Share your sun, moon, rising, your big three. Okay, what is it?
Leo sun, Cancer rising, Pisces moon.
Okay, Cancer rising, Leo sun in the 2nd house, and the Pisces moon in the 9th. Okay, so your mom may have been more of the teacher to you than dad. The Leo sun, though, you also in the 2nd house, you know what I mean? You could be extremely creative. You could also get into politics, but Cancer risings, that's like MJ and a bunch of people. But Cancer risings, that is, don't tell anybody, that's the real authentic birth chart. That's what the ancients, that's what the ancients felt, right? Not the Aries rising, but the Cancer, because you're born 1st house, you're born from your mother's womb, the portal, and that's Cancer. In the 2nd house, Leo, traditionally the dad would go out to work, right? The son, Leo, the father. And then Aries in the 10th house, that's where the sun is exalted, in the 10th house, in the jungle, right? Out in public, sun in Aries, 10th house. So you could see where that makes sense, that Cancer rising could be the original chart. But, there's many thoughts and ideologies about that stuff. But definitely with the Pisces moon in the 9th house, number one, you are probably more spiritual than religious. So if you grew up with any organized dogmatic religion, right? And I'm not criticizing religion. That's just, how you break it down, right? The ninth house is the law, your wisdom, beliefs, philosophies. So having the Pisces moon there, let's chill out. Having the Pisces moon there, you would be extremely intuitive and creative. And you could probably also tap in, man, where you like music from all different cultural backgrounds. You may like Brazilian jazz and hip hop and, classical and, British pop rock, or, just like, indie music from Australia. Like you could like anything. And that's a really creative moon. And you got a book to write. I don't know what age you are, but I would probably say by 44, 56, mira, escribe. And you might write lyrics too. You might, you could be a really talented poet, and you may love to collect art or even be an artist yourself. All right. So definitely thank you. And it is the Pisces moon, the Pisces birth chart sale. You got to the 19th. Take advantage of it. 65 minutes live via Zoom, breaking down the whole chart. You can do a natal, solar return, or secondary progression, but it's down from 200 to 165. And then we start Aries season, where we're going to go from 65 to 90 minutes, give you more time. I still let you get in and ask the questions, but, with the live chart readings, you get the recording, videos of your placements, you get the chart, everything. But 90 minutes for 250, and the sale starts the 20th, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. It'll be only $206. And that sale is going to be for all 12 signs, so it won't be differences. I'm not going to base it on the numerology of each sign. It's just going to be straight up 206 for everybody, and regular price 250. So definitely Pisces, jump on it, right? This is a great time for a great sale. And Pisces moon, my mom was the Pisces moon, so salute you, my friend, and thank you for coming to the channel. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Tonight we're doing, already started talking about it, I'm going to get into it more, Neptune, Pisces, then Pluto, then Black Moon Lilith. All right, you want to get back to the chat?
C said, is that Pisces using Western astrology or Vedic?
Or Vedic? Nah, I mean, everything I do is Western. I use principles of the Vedic, but I'm a Western tropical astrologer. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, Black Moon Lilith, if you got it in Pisces, whether you have it in Vedic or Western tropical, Lilith and Pisces is still going to be Lilith and Pisces. It doesn't change, right? Now, if you had it Lilith and Pisces and Western tropical in your Western, in your Western chart, in the Vedic, it would probably be in Aquarius. But if you are looking at your Vedic chart and you have it in Pisces, then what we talk about tonight will still relate to you. Does that make sense? So back with Neptune and Pisces, understand America being a Sagittarius rising, it's been the delusion, illusion, deception, the pharmaceuticals, the drugs, the alcohol, the escapism since 2011 in the fourth house of our homes, the television, literally putting a fog and an illusion and lie on top of truth on top of lie on top of truth, right in the home, fourth house, the television. And if you're being honest and you think about it, I was talking about that today on Coffee Talk, since 2010, we've been in the Twitter age, and, Neptune came in 2011, there has been like this fog and this confusion through the media, right? There's been more deception and more lies and more predictive programming and stuff really than probably ever. And that's Neptune and Pisces. When we get to Neptune and Aries, which I'll be talking about next Saturday, so you want to sign up for Coffee Talk, 2 hours, $22, just email me, eric@BigEAstro.com. Same thing for the birth chart sale. And email me directly, guys. I mean, you can always go through my website. It's just better to hit me up, eric@BigEAstrology.com, especially for the sales and the Coffee Talks. But Neptune and Pisces has really brought in a lot of victimization. Everybody's a victim, right? All these terms that the young people have created, like when you can't say the M word or the S word, and unalived and this and that. Like, come on. I mean, these are words, right? Suicide, murder. It's like, what are we afraid of? Right? I'm not going to say somebody unalive. Someone murdered my father when I was 6 years old. Right? I mean, I don't play into these terms, and that's the thing. You're going to see when Neptune goes into Aries permanently February 2026, but even you're going to feel it March 30th to, I believe it's last day of October or first couple days of November. I don't remember the exact date. You're going to feel part of this veil being lifted. You're going to really feel this energy of walking into the new earth, this new beginning. Neptune and Aries, watch my video for that. I broke it down pretty deep. And remember, down below, I linked Neptune and Pisces, Pluto Pisces, which is in the future, and Black Moon Lilith and Pisces. You guys can watch those. And if you do, please like and comment on those videos. But, I think I went in really in a deep and interesting way, breaking down the Pluto and Pisces. We'll be talking about that soon. Neptune and Pisces, though, you've also seen a lot of things around spirituality and the veil being extremely thin, right? Since this, we've had the emitting of aliens, UFOs, UAPs, right? Things coming up out of the waters, right? You're starting to hear more about mermaids. People talking about mermaids again, that they've experienced them, and other people done other things with them. It is very weird. But this is that it's kind of perfect, right? God makes no mistakes. God controls the universe and all the planets. But think about, as we're ending the Piscean age, Neptune's in Pisces as we transition to the age of Aquarius. It's not an accident. Okay, that's what I try to get you to get, right? The Aries North Node, Libra South Node, while Chiron was in Aries, it's not an accident, right? Venus and Mercury retrograde, while we have the final Aries partial solar eclipse and Chiron's in Aries, it's not an accident. It is trying to get us to awaken, to become the president and leaders of our own lives. Stop relying on Trump, Biden, Harris, Fox, CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, right? We have got to become the leaders of our own lives. We have to know and heal that I am energy, where we are not afraid to assert ourselves, where we initiate, where we speak up, where we're being brave and courageous, where we're willing to fight for our beliefs, our freedoms. Okay? You're going to see a lot of stuff come down the pipe. You best be ready, player. Okay? Players going to play. We got to go through a lot to get to 2027, the human design prophecy. All right, go ahead.
Kim Kalia said,
"Hey Kim,
hi, 30 minutes late to the
that's
live.
all right, girl. You always on time with me, Kim. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming. Go ahead."
Mark Matthews said, wow, very accurate. I'm an artist by nature. I've been journaling since 2001 and definitely more spiritual than religious.
Wow,
He said,
that's great.
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, man. Please reach out for the birth chart. I'd be honored to do your chart. And with me, I don't, I never talk about other astrologers, but with me, I go in real deep for you, right? I'm a Capricorn moon, so I'm hardworking. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very detailed and precise. And I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm going to investigate and get the truth for you. I'm a Western tropical astrologer. I use the whole sign system. I feel it's more ancient and more accurate. And I use principles of evolutionary astrology, especially for the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and principles of the Vedic, because I'm just all about getting to the truth for you. The way I do astrology is, I'm very intuitive, but I also, I get spiritual and psychological. Okay. It's the map of your life. The birth chart is the remembrance of your soul. So I'd be honored to reach out. You got till Wednesday to book and take advantage of the sale. All right. It's a good sale. So I'm really, and I love, my wife's a Pisces. My mother was a Pisces rising and Pisces moon. So I get the Pisces energy bigly. All right, go ahead.
Kim Kalia said those words are a no from these channels.
The what?
Those words are a no from these channels.
Those words are a no from these channels?
I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's a no. But I'm just glad you're here. And tell me what's a no. What is a no, 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 no?
Christina Law 23.
Hey, Christina Law, how are you?
sent the clover emoji, a star emoji, and then like the halo emoji.
Yeah, well, listen, we got St. Patrick's Day coming up, right? You know, the truth behind that, not really a good holiday. I mean, actually, all the holidays, you guys, they're all pagan holidays. They create these holidays for consumerism. And that's what the People's Union is talking about, right? And that's what we've got to understand. We've got to stop over consuming. That's what the Venus and Aries retrograde is happening at this time around the Virgo lunar eclipse, the Aries partial solar eclipse, and Neptune and Aries. We have got to stop. We've got to stop supporting the structures and systems that do not respect us, right? The way that we are taxed, it's illegal. It is crazy. It's absurd, right? And then they want to get rid of our pensions and our Social Security and the VA and this and get out of here. Come on. This is where I tell you it doesn't matter. You can't get caught up in the WWF, Democrat versus Republican, left, right, red, blue, liberal, conservative, right? If the sugar honey iced tea hits the fan and you need somebody to save your life, you're not going to care if they're black, white, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Jewish, Irish, Chinese, Australian, Democrat, Republican. You're going to care that they're extending their hand to help save your life if you're in a car drowning or you're in a Tesla that's lit up on fire, right? You're not going to be worried about that foolishness. So that's what I want you guys to understand. This is the confusion and the deception and the veils that we've been under forever that are going to be lifted, right? As we're leaving the Piscean age and Neptune and Pisces, right? Things are going to get easier. It's going to get clearer. Okay, go ahead.
I want to say, so Christina Law, replying to what you just said, she said yes, right, and then downsizing.
Yeah.
And then Rose Jefferson
said,
"Hey
Rose,
good evening."
What's up,
Kim
lady?
Kalia said, "My natal moon in Virgo is at 26 degrees. This was 23 degrees.
Yeah.
This full was 23 degrees.
Yeah, I know. And you're right in between the Virgo, lunar eclipse is at 27. How did you do? How are you feeling? I've heard mixed bags for people. For us, it was pretty good. But I think for me, I realized there's some things that I need to release, right? Get rid of some old clothes. I got some clothes older than all my kids, right? Older than the 15-year-old and the 11-year-olds. So things that I got to recycle and get rid of. I think, I've already told you I'm a recovering Virgo. So I've already retired from being so tough and mean to myself. But I've realized that there's just certain things, even within the business, and certain things that I've got to adjust, change, and release. Remember, it's a mutable, blood lunar eclipse, full moon. And so there's a little come see, come saw, right? I had a friend who was in a car accident, but they also got a promotion at work. So that's the mutable energy, right? Remember, we're Pisces season. And prayers to everybody, right? Missouri, Texas, heading to Florida. We had tornadoes, hurricanes, there's fires. The weather's been crazy. We saw it. We were in Vegas and then driving back to Arizona, crazy rain, super cold, and tell them about the wind. Our car was moving. Like the wind was crazy, And we saw some accidents. Thankfully, we avoided it, But I'll tell you, we got in that car, we stayed prayed up. Right? We were giving a praise to God to get traveling mercies and come home safe. Right? I had to make it home for coffee talk and do the astro weather late last night when I got home. Right? I try to be dedicated to you guys and show up. Big E's got to show up and show out. And wifey would be here soon. She had to go pick up, the truth. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to get close to this comment. Mark Matthews said, last thing, my dad is a Virgo, my mom is a Pisces.
Shut up. Nah, it doesn't have to be your last thing, man. I thank you for talking and chiming in. And so, honey, dad is a Virgo and mom is a Pisces? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's like these kids. Their dad's a Virgo and their mom's a Pisces. So was health a big thing in your home? Oh, Mommy and William are here, right? So was health a big thing in your home? Were they pretty funny and creative people and stuff like
Wait, I
that?
really quickly wanted to read this.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Self-made SM
Hey,
sent,
self-made, welcome back.
sent 5 USD, and
Oh, thank you.
and then he said
A
Pluto
super
and
chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Pluto and Scorpio in
Oh,
8th house.
okay. So you're Aries rising. Okay.
Trini, Trine, Trini, Pisces ascendant was here last week. Leo, Sun, Moon, Capricorn, Pisces ascendant. Give me more information, thanks.
Okay, wait. Pisces ascendant, Leo sun, and Cap moon.
Yeah.
Okay, Cap moon in the 11th house, right? And then the Leo Cap moon, and then the Leo sun, right? If you're the Pisces, the Leo sun in the 6th house. So just so you know, you're here for an longer than average life, and you probably have a very strong immune system. When you have the sun in the 6th house, the 6th house is a mild malefic, right? Houses 3, 6, 10, and 11 get better over time. And your sun being the 6th house means that you would kind of defeat those haters at work, the coworkers. You could do well in entertainment or politics, but whatever you do for work, your heart needs to literally be in it. And with your Cap moon, you're very artistic and talented. The Cap moon is really good for writing and music. People don't realize that, but it has a Benjamin Button effect. So know with your Pisces rising, you may not always feel comfortable here on Earth in this 3D matrix. And you are literally, you can morph and shapeshift, right? Think of Demi Moore, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Pisces risings, it's almost like they don't ever really get their feet on the ground here on Earth. Doesn't mean that they're not successful or magical or super spiritual. It just means that they're almost like too, I don't want to say too good, but too pure for this 3D reality. And that can be really hard for them. But that Cap moon is there to help you, right? You got the water, you got the Leo sun, and then you got the Earth moon. That is what makes you grounded and practical. You could really connect with older siblings or older friends. And, even your aunt and uncle on your dad's side, you could be close to, but you could do really well over the internet or any groups and organizations you're a part of. Okay. And you'd like to build things, right? You're down for the long haul. So I hope that really helps. And remember, you're Pisces rising. Take advantage of the Pisces birth chart sale. Eric at BigEAstro.com, 165 down from 200 until March 19th. This is for all Pisces sun, moon, and risings. Okay. And oh, look, Mateus grew up and became a woman.
Yes, I guess.
No, but also Mark is really cool. He was saying earlier, his dad's a Virgo and his mom's a Pisces, like our boys.
Oh,
So that's
okay,
pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. So, did we already break down? Mark is new, yes.
Mark is new, and then we
Okay.
just did
And I saw
self-made
self-made SM. Thank you very much. I heard that. I was standing back here.
Brooklyn.
Kim said the words that get you demonetized. I'm not sure what.
You're saying no. Oh, yeah. No, I have to, yeah. There's certain things I can say on YouTube and certain things I can't. So I try to be careful. And sometimes I may say some things that are risky because I'm just feeling a little saucy.
Yeah, I mean, is that why you think it's so hard for us to grow? Because we just won't shut up about the things we're not supposed to talk about.
No.
But then other people grow like crazy.
No. That's not that. I don't.
But anyways.
No, but if they flag you, that's when you know that there's an issue.
Yeah.
And I've only been flagged one time, and that was after, the attempt to trust. We were talking about the words earlier. I was mentioning, I don't necessarily like to say, and I feel weird saying it, right? I tell them my father was murdered when I was 6 years old, right? I don't like saying unalived because it's just not my vernacular. But I was explaining that that's Neptune and Pisces.
But I'm curious, like seriously, can somebody fill me in on that? Because I don't really get.
I don't even know who created that
or
started.
It's just a word, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I hear
they both mean the same thing. What's the difference?
Unalive. Well, like what does that mean? Like any like, I mean, yeah, his father, as he just said, was murdered.
Yeah.
It's very different than somebody who just passed away, or somebody, I just don't get all that. I don't get it. So maybe one of you want to break that down as to why it's such a thing. Like, I don't understand not being able to talk about real things, because unfortunately what happened to my husband's father is a real thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other keywords. But anyways, so Kim Kalia, she said, well, I lost my ATM debit card.
Oh.
Tried 4 times to deposit checks last week before I realized I lost it.
Wow.
And trying to get tax forms today was a challenge.
Yeah, well, she was
Sorry, I
saying
know.
because she's a Virgo moon and she's right next to that Virgo lunar eclipse. And so I was asking how it went for her. Yeah, that can be. Sorry
I've
about
been
that.
doing
Yeah.
my own taxes since I was literally, my mom had me do my own taxes at 15. I got my first official job when I was 15, and you got your W-2s and everything. And she made me do my taxes all by myself. She said, she took me to the post office. This is back in the day where the post office had your tax forms there. I got the 1040 easy. My mom was like, here's the tax form. Here's the book. Read it, do it. I'll check over it to make sure it's right. And that's how I learned how to do my taxes. And I've just been doing my taxes. Now I use TurboTax, and I've been doing them myself every year of my life. I never pay. He made me pay people, and I hated paying people because I was like, wait a minute, what? Did I just pay somebody $600 to do what? Nah.
Well,
I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah, but honestly, I could have done it myself.
Yeah, but I had, certain things were kind of tricky. But I would say this, I grew up with an accountant, that my family had, and when you have like your own business, we do it now, but even as our businesses grow and expand, we may need an accountant in the future because things can get kind of tricky. And my mother was a teacher. My father owned his own business. And so we had a family accountant for years. So that's how I grew up. So, you do what you're used to doing. And then I know for me, it was interesting because I was a professional actor, but I also, so I did just a lot of different things. But anyway, I just want to get back to, wait, before we get back to the chat, I want to just mention a couple of the things with Neptune and Pisces, you guys, because you see with my guys, and now that they're not here, I could say a little bit more, but their imaginations, their spirituality, and their creativity is off the charts. And you'll see that with this alpha generation, the 13s and unders. And what's interesting is that, this is why all these groups, these teachers on TikTok and IG, they say, oh, these kids are not this and that. But people in the Matrix 3D, they don't understand the generations they're dealing with. They don't understand what Neptune and Pisces means. And so what's wrong is the school system's outdated. These kids are fine. What we have to do is not just whiteboards and technology. You have to compete with YouTube. So that means teachers have got to up their creativity in their game, right? You have got to, take class outside and be in the sun. You've got to not have kids at a desk and you're at the front dictating. You need to be in a cipher in a circle. You need to bring in more technology and automation. You need to bring in the AI. When you do things, because if you guys saw the podcast with one of my sons, well, 2 of them, they both said their favorite class, right, Jackson Mateus, was social studies. But what did they say? They said the teacher does these cool, fun experiments where they do role play and reenacting. That's how you have to teach and educate this generation. They need to move, get up out of their seats and make things tangible, right? So the teachers in the school system's outdated. There's nothing wrong with these kids, I mean, yeah, they can make you crazy because they're distracted by the devices and the iPods and iPads and the cell phones. And I tell you, we are the last of the Mohicans. Every kid in 6th grade has a cell phone except for our boys. But we're finally breaking down just because of safety. So we're ordering them cell phones and not iPhone 16s, right? Just 13s or whatever. But still, the point is that I mean, we have to pat ourselves on the back. We're tough on ourselves as parents, but there's some times where we do a good job, right? And we try to monitor their technology. Our children, even their 15-year-old and the other kids, the 11-year-olds, their friends, they will be up like real late at night and still on technology during the school week. Like, we don't do that. I'm not saying we're perfect, right? And we even have to get
It's
back.
hard. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
be
it's a fight,
perfect.
but I just want you to know that, I think a lot of parents don't realize, do you know health insurances? They actually, I can't talk today. They actually
You're
cover.
tired, I think.
No, I'm exhausted. You guys,
Mhm.
she's even more tired than me. She's the
Mm.
superhero that did all
That's
the driving.
okay.
But they actually cover in health insurance technology addiction, iPad, cell phone. So don't think you're doing a great job by giving your kids all this technology at such a young age. It's better to delay
It
it
makes me cringe. I see parents with little children
with
with it, and I
cell phone.
get
Yeah,
it. This isn't a judgment thing because
yeah.
I get it. But they are so young, and even now, I really feel so guilty because my kids get the iPads, get the things, and they'll sneak it. And I will catch, like, especially Jack. He's our like technology person. He loves to get, and so all, like, every time I see him in the morning, nope, Jack, first thing in the morning, we got to give our brains time to wake
Yeah.
up. We're not getting it. No, Jack, we can't go to sleep with the iPad.
Because it's
He
a
loves to
dopamine
fall
hit.
asleep
Yeah.
with the iPad, and I can't tell you how many times I'll come in and
And it's
I will
just
have
playing.
taken it, but he gets it back, and I'll come in and he's asleep, and the iPad is like going right there next to his head, and
It's
like,
terrible. But this is
we
what's
gotta sit. But
happening
this is
in our
messing with
country
the brain
and worldwide. Yeah.
And when he says that there's something wrong with our kids, that's partially true. There's nothing really physically wrong with our children, but they are being bombarded
With too much
with the
information. And
technology,
too much
the
technology. Yeah.
information, the dopamine, and it's this constant stimulation that is not natural, and it is making
The blue
attention
light,
span
it's affecting your brain, you guys.
Yes.
Even for us as adults, don't think we're free from it. It's messing
less
us
and
up.
less. Like, I
Yeah.
can't focus the way I used to be able to focus, even, let's say, 10 years ago. Like, it's not even. But anyways, let's see now. We have Mark Matthews says, I'm the last born of 8.
Wow.
Our
God bless your
home was
parents.
a whole movie growing up. Oh,
Oh,
honey, I
I
know
bet.
it was.
Can we just
And-
applaud your Pisces mother like that?
And
Wow.
he said in the best way, you
Yeah.
know.
No, that's awesome. And
you
it's
know,
a
there's
lot of
something
love. I
beautiful
hope
about that.
I hope you appreciate that, because that's number one, not your poor parents, but like that was a lot.
I was an only child,
Yeah.
and all I ever wanted, like, I grew up half my life in Los Angeles, outside of the Valley, I should say, and the other half, New York City. I went back and forth because my parents were divorced, and there were a lot of Mexican families and families from Central America and whatnot. And I always marveled at the family structure. I loved the
Big
family.
families, yeah.
The way that you would go to like a quinceañera, and it would be from the itty bitty toddler up to the great grandparents. And since I was an only child, and my family was basically just me and my mom, I loved it. It was so wonderful. I never thought that I would go on to have. I was happy to be. My whole life I figured I'd be one and done. When I met him, I said, okay, I gotta have a kid with him, so I'll be 2 and done. Oh, Lord. Never thought.
She didn't know I had Jupiter on the ascendant.
Mm.
And when you have Jupiter in the first, third, or fifth house, you can have 2 or more children. Just a little tip. Jupiter in the fourth house, there may be a lot of kids in the home, so you may have a lot of siblings, and in the third and fifth.
So Mama Zeke says, hi.
Hi, Mama Zeke. Welcome.
Hi. She's been here before.
Mama Zeke?
Yeah, Zeke, Zeke.
Oh, I don't remember her.
Zeke?
Okay.
Is it Zeke or Zeke?
But it's Mama first.
Yes, Mama.
Okay, Mama Zeke. So
I've seen her before.
Okay,
but
well,
if
please
you don't,
share.
maybe she should give her
Yeah,
big
share
three
your big
again.
three.
But
I
she
don't
has
remember.
a question
Okay,
for you.
I will
She
answer
said,
it.
hi, should I join the cafe conversation to get some of your insights? Your family is adorable. I love my products I buy. Well, thank you so much.
Oh.
You bought products from me. Okay.
That's awesome.
So
Thank
I'll
you.
have to look back. I'll have to look for your name. If you want to share it here, you can. I understand if
Yeah.
you don't want to.
But I will say
Um,
this. Yes, please come. And, I just decided I was going to do
thank
Friday.
you.
I was going to do Friday night, the 21st, and just do the Aries partial solar eclipse. But she just made the beautiful graphic, so I'll be posting it and I'll put up the video tomorrow to promote it. But yes, I'm going to do next Saturday, March 22nd, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, $22. And you book it directly. Just email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com, because I'm going to talk about this Aries partial solar eclipse, which is happening on March 29th, and Neptune ingress to Aries, which is March 30th up until I think the first day or two of November. But I want to do that, and I didn't do it today, but one of the people that came today asked about that. And, I do it sometimes, but I'm going to break down for the Aries partial solar eclipse all 12 rising signs. For the Neptune and Aries, I'll probably just talk about the energy, and I'll break that down when it goes in permanently, February 2026, along with Saturn, all 12 rising signs. So yes, you should come to Coffee Talk. One, it's a great time. You meet people all over the world, and we talk about astrology, spirituality. We can talk a little bit more deeper than we can here, but it's also just a lot of fun, and it's a great way to learn astrology. So if you really love astrology like I do, yes, please come. I would love to have you, and it's a lot of fun. You could do email me, but it's Cash App $BigEAstro, or PayPal as a friend to Tailored, all right? Taylor, my last name, and then ED, number 2, letter U, tailoredyoucoaching@gmail.com. But just email me directly, and I can give you all the information. And it's going to be a really fun.
What I've noticed is it's a lot of fun, and because it's in Zoom, people can actually speak.
Yeah.
And our goal has always been to hopefully encourage actual relationships that maybe even go beyond what you're doing here right now.
Yeah.
So Kim says that she used to do her own taxes, and now she doesn't because she has a business, and she doesn't know, like, between her and her husband, they don't know if they filed it correctly. I totally get it. You know what? I get it. I think there's a part of me that I feel like, why are things so difficult? Like, I've always been this person who's never liked some of the structures that we deal with, and I don't know why. It's just something that's always been.
I know
me,
why.
and I'm like, you tell me I'm supposed to do this. No,
Venus,
I'm not doing it.
Venus and Jupiter and Aquarius in her 10th house.
Like, even when I went through this is my second husband. I had a child. I was married before, very tumultuous, bad marriage, which is where my first son is from. Anyways, even with that, people were like, oh, you got to get a lawyer. I'm like, I'm not paying the system. I went and I represented myself. I got everything I wanted in court. Everything worked out. I mean, I just walked in like, I know everything's going to work out. And I got everything I wanted and everything worked. I've always just had this thing where I can't. Because sometimes
people spend so much money for divorce,
and I think it's like a
lawyers
racket.
And
like
lawyers.
I feel like
it's a racket.
I feel like these systems, these city governments, they have whole industries around the court. Like the mediators get paid amount and this and that. Yeah. It bothers me. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, you're not profiting off of my pain.
But it should bother you, and this is what is happening with the Pluto Capricorn now and the Pluto Aquarius. We're realizing that the structures and systems that we've relied on so long, not only have they manipulated and lied to us, but they are crumbling. And that's what Pluto and Capricorn was about, the destruction of financial, entertainment, and political. Pluto Aquarius, you're going to see the shadows and the truth around the medical, right? About science, about Red Cross, FEMA, about crypto, about AI, right? Yeah. And power to the people, freedom and liberation. You'll see.
And with that being said, I listen, I'm not saying don't get an accountant, because you don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, no,
that's just
you got to do what you feel safe doing. That's all.
And I'm so glad that you like your dental floss. So it is coconut. It's lined with coconut, and I'm not sure if you got the coffee or the charcoal, but
that's great. Yeah.
And I remember, but I don't. I remember packing your stuff up, but I don't remember what you got. Let's see. Mama Ziki says, yes, I'm into you both from Lloyd's. Aw, thank you so much.
You.
And
Yeah,
Zeke,
Lloyd's the best.
yes.
Zeke.
Okay. And yes, you know what? I thought potentially you had an Ezekiel somewhere, and it is hers for her son Ezekiel, and he's a Virgo. I love Virgos. My first son and my husband and my father and my stepfather, all Virgos. So I've been around them a lot.
She's kind of a Virgo magnet.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it's really, so honey, let me just put a bow on Neptune, and then we're going to go to the future.
Okay.
2043 to 2067, Pluto, Pisces. So understand, you guys, with Neptune, remember when I told you when it gets to Aries on the 30th, you will feel this veil kind of like be lifted, and you're going to kind of see, wow, I was duped in talking about, being unalived. I was duped in thinking that the media is telling me the truth. I've been duped about this, duped about that, right? These medicines from these pharmaceuticals. Pisces rules pharmaceuticals. If you've noticed since 2011, and it's increased since then, every other commercial is a 3-minute or 1-minute commercial with the pharmaceuticals and promoting this, that, and medicine. And they make it glamorized as they're saying all the 20 things that can go wrong, but they're showing these people playing in the park and throwing a frisbee with the dog and the families at the beach. And they make it seem like whatever. But do you ever really just listen to these side effects? And do you ever really think take your health into your own hands? Why are you just popping pills left and right for every little thing? Because the Western medicine is new and more modern. What's old is Gaia, Mother Earth, and God's medicine, the herbs and the plants, which is where she's the expert. And so that's where we got to get back to. And that's what Pluto Aquarius is going to make you realize, that you got to detoxify Pluto's virus, Aquarius's toxins. And the spiritual awakening of Aquarius is going to be pouring out the truth, wisdom, and knowledge of the fact that we want to get back to nature and whole plants and real medicine. Okay.
Yeah. And, with that being said, please also know Western medicine plays its role.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's some things that are very necessary.
There's something for a good antibiotic when you need it. Like, I'll be real. My mother was a nurse, and oddly enough, I grew up with nothing. I didn't take my first antibiotic until I was in my 20s. So I think I had like a strep throat, or something. It was something that, but I never took anything. My mom just always gave me herbs and different things, and I think it's helped me. But is there a place for it? Absolutely. Like when the kids have like really bad ear infections, you want to get that antibiotic in there, because it could actually damage their ears. Like my parents were like, who cares if she goes deaf? Luckily I didn't. But so there are definitely times where they are so needed. But I agree with my husband.
But also the oregano oil, the black seed oil, these things can take care of a lot. But what's the mantra with her, right? Sabale means patience. Sometimes you just got to be a little bit more patient with natural remedies. It's not the immediate pop a pill and, oh my God, I feel better.
The thing about natural remedies is it's to build up your body's natural immunity and to fill in the areas so that you won't get sick in the first place.
Yes.
And even, we have an acupuncturist friend, and he does the Chinese herbs, and that's all about getting these herbs in your body first, before the cold, before the different things.
Because it should just be a way of life, right? Oregano oil, black seed oil, right? All these different things. You think about the magnesium, the iron, the vitamin D, right? And remember,
I think we're really tired.
We are tired. So let's move it along.
We might need to move this along, homie.
Pluto Pisces. So Pluto is power, control, sex, abuse, manipulation, transformation, transmutation, secret societies, Hades, the underworld, right? Pluto is going to dig up the shadows of Pisces that deals in illusion, confusion, fog, deception, the spiritual realm, creativity, imagination, escapism. When Pluto's in Pisces, oh yeah, it could be on a poppin' water world, Kevin Costner, but it's also going to be, is Atlantis really Atlanta? Right? Is Atlantis in the Americas? Right? You're going to start to see and get revelation about the separation of land to create the different oceans. You're going to start to see worlds and things from up under the water. You're going to start to see more species. It may be commonplace where we all start to realize and see, yeah, mermaids are real and they've been here and they've been amongst us the whole time. Don't underestimate in terms of the transformation and the transmutation where we are going to realize, right, that spirituality and the veil being so thin, there's not going to be, I'm tuning in that there's not going to be veils anymore. We are going to quantum leap at a different level. We are going to astral travel at a different level. We literally may be finding portals and stargates on our planet and having interstellar or intergalactic travel. Pluto Pisces, you're going to see after Pluto Aquarius, the Jetsons will become real, all this different technology, things that I saw when I was in coma. You know, Pluto Pisces is going to dissolve the shadows. So anything that's hidden, it will come to the light in Pluto Pisces. And I mean everything. So, you know, I think Pluto Pisces, you guys, please watch the video. I think I did a good job with it, but really understand, you know, it starts 2043 because there'll be like a ingress and then retrograde back, but really it'll pick up full-fledged 2044 when Pluto Aquarius is completed to 2067. And I'll still be here. I'll be here. All right. So she'll be here too. But Pluto Pisces, I mean, man, think about that concept of shape-shifting. I saw this weird video today about these girls. They were like down in Louisiana, and they were talking about that they were hanging out and they were going bar hopping, and they felt like they met a vampire. And I just said that to my wife. I don't even know if she got to watch it yet, but it was just interesting because, you know, we so often think things like Bigfoot or mermaids or vampires, or, you know, we used to think for a bit, or maybe some people still do, aliens, that all these things are just not real, fairies. But I hope you're starting to realize, and I hope through deep meditation, activating your third eye and trusting your intuition, which we'll get to next with Black Moon Lilith and Pisces, that what we may see sometimes in these movies, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and this and that, they're not showing it to you for no reason. And they didn't get it from their imagination. These are things that have been hidden from us that are really real. Do you get that? Right? And so that's what I want you to really understand about Pluto Pisces. It is going to really reveal to you what you thought was just magic, what you thought was hidden, what you thought was a Loch Ness monster or some story or some myth. It's realer than you could ever imagine. You know what I mean? You know, the firmament above, there's waters above and waters below, right? They can't leave the dome. That's why they shoot rockets up it. You know, there's a lot of things to think about, right? So with Pluto Pisces, you're going to kind of be in a different reality. And what if Kevin Costner's right about Waterworld? Maybe you should go back and rewatch that movie. I know I'm thinking about it, right? Remember, it got canned. Everybody was like, worst movie ever. And oh yeah, it wasn't this, wasn't that.
But
Anyway, let's move.
some interesting stuff. So, okay, let's go to some.
There's no more comments.
Okay. So now go watch that video though. And also know that's where we may dissolve the concept of modern medicine and pharmaceuticals too. People may start to realize that, like our friend, I told you I'm going to put it as a featured video, Shari Anshara, that our body wants to heal itself, and our cells, they have the memory of how that they were formed as you came out of the womb.
Now that is so
and
incredibly
they want
true
to heal
and so
itself.
deep.
Okay, cellular memory, right? And she was teaching. She had a Shari Anshara technique. And she was trying to teach and work with the military and the Pentagon, all these things. She was a brilliant lady, passed away at age 83. And I was honored to not only interview her, have her do some healing work on me, and to be the only astrologer ever to read her birth chart. You know, and we just met her on a whim when I was working at Missy's Mysteries doing astrology readings.
And she wasn't even supposed to come that day.
Yeah.
She and I met up. We kind of hit it off. She and I went to lunch together that day. And when she first saw me, she was like, "What happened to you at this age?" And she told me like a trauma. She goes, "Your cells are telling me a trauma happened
At
with your
age
mom."
7,
and
yeah.
I was like, "What? Oh my gosh." So this, I mean, literally, we're talking 45 seconds of knowing me, and she's telling me this stuff. It's crazy.
Can you imagine that? And she was correct. So like, it wasn't anything fugazi. This was real. She did the same thing to me. She was like, "What happened at 7? What happened at 11? What happened at 15? And I was like, what? I was like, oh, head blown.
Yeah, no, it was a lot, but
It's wild.
just amazing. And she was trying to teach people ways to get off of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, she had a lot of really big goals. So.
What a really big heart. She was great. So, true Black Moon Lilith. It's your intuition. It's your pheromones, your hormones, your yes/no response, pre-verbal, pre-rational energy, right? It is the female Pluto, the dark and divine feminine energy. It's stronger in a female's chart. It's connected to being supposedly Adam's first wife, and that it deals with rejection and repressed energy, kicked out of the Garden of Eden, right? Because God forbid she wanted to sexually be on top, and the patriarchal system demonized Lilith. But Lilith is also your gut intuition. And in Western society, Western cultures, we have not been raised and taught to trust our instincts. And now, so more than ever, you guys, I beg and plead, trust your intuition. We all are very intuitive people. Look at your Lilith, look at your second house. Those are places to look in the chart to see your intuition. When it's in Pisces, oh my gosh. And where you can face rejection and repressed energy. Also, if you have it in Pisces, wherever you have it, whatever sign and house, it's an indicator of your tribe, people that will just get you. So if you have anybody here tonight, let me know. True Black Moon Lilith and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising people, like this one, they're your people. They'll just accept you and get you. For real. And you are extra intuitive if you have Lilith and Pisces. Now, remember, the true Black Moon Lilith, right? I'm not sure on Cafe Astrology and Astro Seek, but on astro.com, in the bottom right side is miscellaneous. And you could type in there H13. That's the code to bring up the true Black Moon Lilith, right? It's the osculating apogee, and it's more authentically describing that point, right? The kind of like more pheromones and hormones, right? The real instinctual primal energy of Lilith. Okay. And when Lilith is in the angular houses, it is such a strong cologne wherever you have it. But, if you have it in the first house, you can have men and women hit on you in weird, inappropriate ways. If you have it in the fourth house, you can really face sometimes some childhood traumas growing up, right? Or come from a family of, medicine women or whatever through your mother's lineage. They label them as witches, but they were just healers, right? We want to change terms, right? Unalive. Well, let's stop calling, let's call them healers, medicine women, right? If you have it in the 7th house, you can experience some inappropriate things in the marketplace, but unfortunately, sometimes, and it's literally happened, you can have your partner, cheat on you in relationships or marriages. In the 10th house, you could face rejection at work, but at the same time, you could be very, everything is a high and a low vibration, yin yang. You can be very intuitive at work, but also you can have people, men and women, hit on you. I've had clients, right? Lilith in the 10th house, they get hit on at work every day. I had a client tell me, it's like, oh, it's so annoying, So those things can happen, okay? Same thing as 6th house. You can have work affairs, okay? In the 6th house, 11th house, you could deal with rejection from groups and organizations, or a friend turn into a relationship. So Lilith is very strong. Now, with the Pisces energy, you can do really well getting a water feature, but meditating in the bathtub with your crystals or in the shower. You can, talk to your water, right? You should talk to your water anyway, right? Scientifically, that's been proven. But if your Lilith is in water, you're always in the flow, and your intuition and your psychic gifts are going to be off the charts. So please trust them, right? The greatest deception is we have been taught not to listen to our own selves, right? To trust our intuition. We are media. We don't have to go turn on the media. We need to go within and be still and quiet. And the truth is within us.
I gotta tell you, I so often have absolutely no idea what is going on. And quite frankly, I feel so much better because I can't do anything about it. Like, even right now, I catch a little bit of this stuff going on in the world right now. In our United States, and the Trump and the Doge and the this and the that. And I see it, but you know what? I put it down. When we turned it off after the insurrection, prior to that, our lives were so consumed. My stomach was constantly in knots because I was like, oh my God, we're going to get in the war. We're going to do this. And I've just had to stop. So try it. Some people might be like, huh, you don't know what? But you're going to feel so much less stress.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Any other new people want to share their
Let's see.
victories or just
Maddie, how are you?
Hi, Maddie.
Maddie is here.
I hope you got my reply to your email.
We have Phoenix Ammental.
Yes.
Now, Phoenix has been here before.
Oh yeah, Phoenix is an OG.
Okay.
Yeah. What's
and
up,
she
Phoenix?
says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. E.
How are you?
Hello. From Tennessee, I have a transit stellium in my 12th house. I was born with South Node Pisces, Sun, Mercury, Chiron there now, transiting my 12th house.
Wow.
Is I have been in this intense thing about health, healing, and wellness.
Yes.
Just been wanting to charge in and help people, but had an epiphany to slow down.
Yep.
And slow down because everybody don't want information.
This
is true. You know what? And I know we just do it anyways. Yeah. And remember to ask, because everyone is not as passionate and observant as I am.
Yes.
And Lilith in my 8th house, in Scorpio.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're right. Not everybody wants to receive the good news and the love of health, but I want you to know, be authentic to yourself. You've got, obviously, you're, with all that, you're probably, you're an Aries rising, all that stuff in your 12th house in Pisces, and you got a lot going on right now. I would try to do a lot of breath work before you go to bed at night. That's going to help you and calm everything down. I know your dreams have been like Black Rock. They've been like, whoa, right? You know, Pisces is there, the Sun, Saturn, North Node, Neptune. The veil is super thin for you. You know, you may be tapping into the Congo, the Sudan, Palestine, Gaza, Russia, Ukraine, the cries of children. You may be tapping into your ancestors, into your spirit guides, your higher self, you know, but just know in the 3D or the 5D, nowhere are you a victim. And that takes me back to this Neptune Pisces. The victimhood and the victimization and everybody like, oh, I'm this and that, and that's going to end. And it's going to be nice because we're going to have to be more self-reliant, more self-acceptance, and more self-aware and stop finger pointing out, right? This Neptune Pisces has been like, oh, you're mean to me, or you called me this name, or da-da-da-da, or this whole Twitter and this unalive and this like that. It's silliness. And when the shift happens of Neptune and Aries and that veil is lifted, you're going to have a clarity and you're going to realize, why did I even agree with that? Why did I even placate that? Why did I even think that way? I'm telling you, it's going to be a rude but needed awakening for multitudes of people. A lot of Gen Z, they haven't even lived past like puberty without Neptune in Pisces. It started 2011. So they don't even know what they've been really seeing and viewing in adulthood as what's really real and what's true. I mean, you may think I'm just saying words, but trust me, believe me when I say this, you're going to be walking into a whole new realm. And for you with that 12th house, stay on your spiritual discipline and practice and stay focused on the health. Energetically, you will attract the people to you that want to receive your insight and your knowledge and will agree with your passion. So you don't have to force it upon others. What you've got to do is focus the health on you and your loved ones, and also practice the compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for others. We have to realize there should be no arrogance in spirituality, right? I don't care if someone's in first grade and someone's in 11th or 12th grade in Earth school, right? I don't hold any arrogance because I know that somebody who is 120% in the matrix today could have a Kundalini awakening and could have downloads and have this revelation and wake up on the Aries solar eclipse on the 29th. And like all their clairs come online and spiritual gifts, and they could be like a freaking guru, shaman, spiritual powerhouse. And I could be seeking information from them. I hope you get that. Like, that's real. Like, what I'm describing can literally happen. So we have to hold space for one another. And we have to also know that some of our friends and family may choose to stay unawakened and in the matrix and in the cognitive dissonance. And that's okay too. Now, you may not want to spend as much time around them because it won't feel right for you. And you have every right to do that. Saturn, Pisces, healthy boundaries. But sometimes we have to love people from afar. The two of us, we've lost a lot of friends and family members since 2018 it started, kind of 2017.
Yeah, I mean,
It's been
yeah,
going on for a while.
very interesting. And then
pretty
I've had
consistently.
certain people reach back out of the blue, and I almost don't even know what to do with it. It's
Yeah,
just like,
it's
oh,
because sometimes people reach back out for their guilt because they realize that they were wrong, but they won't admit to being wrong. These are two of the hardest things for human beings to do, is to say sorry and admit to being wrong about things. That's the sign of a heart chakra being open. That's the sign of a human being being mature and willing to grow. You want to be at that place, right? Me and her, we apologize to one another. We apologize to our children.
all the time.
We admit to being wrong, right? And I'm not saying we are so far from perfect, but that's the point. Because you got to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Do you know how empowering that is and how healing that is? So I encourage you, and you know what? Stay passionate about that health. The cosmos and the chart supports that now. We have the Pisces North Node, you guys, to July 2026. The Virgo South Node, that is the Virgo Pisces, us, it's the health axis. You better be on your health game. Stuff is coming. Please.
It's
focus
all
on your
about
health.
mental, emotional, and physical health.
Yeah. Spiritual.
Let's see. Kim says my Lilith is in Aquarius 2 degrees.
Oh, okay. Do you notice that Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising people will just get you or accept you? Have you experienced that? I know we talked about that in your reading, but I wonder, like, do you ever feel it, or do you vibe with them? You know, or do you just kind of feel that inner rebel in you, and you connect with people that are into esoteric and occult knowledge and freedom and liberation? The Lilith can work that way, you know.
So we have Mink 309.
Oh,
I think Mink is new.
you're new.
Hi,
Welcome.
Mink.
Nice to meet you.
And
share your Sun, Moon, Rising, your big three, please, if you'd like to.
We need.
I like to give you,
you want to
free
hear a little bit of insight.
Little free insight.
We have Mama Mist is here. Hey, Mama. How are you? Welcome.
How you feeling, Mama? Are you feeling a little misty? It's been misty. We were in Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
And in Arizona.
It was freezing.
It was
freezing.
so cold.
It was like,
driving through the rain on my window. We had a fun time. I was telling them,
I can't feel the rain. He hates when I do that.
Now, see,
okay.
Wait. Let me.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna just. Okay.
Y'all are seeing a little.
No. I want you guys to see her something. She thinks she's correcting. She thinks she's correcting me and proving me wrong.
No, I'm not proving you wrong.
But she thinks she's teaching me or correcting me something. Do you understand that I am a wordsmith, and I will take a song or melody and bring in my words for what I'm thinking about and teaching and talking about? And so it's hard for her to kind of get that.
Because Tina Turner should not be messed with.
I'm doing Missy Elliott. That's
Tina
why
did it first.
That don't matter. I'm doing a different version.
Oh, I know you didn't just.
Yes, I
try
did.
And say
yes,
that,
and
I'm not hating on Missy.
And no, this is not a disrespect to Miss Tina. Tina is one of the goats, and I do need to do her chart too. But we were driving through the rain, and it was on our window. And so that's.
This is
look! I just turned on the alarms in the cranium.
No, and I got it.
Okay,
it's just
I'm just having fun.
Okay.
I'm just having fun. You see how she tried to steal my fun?
No,
y'all saw it live and in person. They saw
live
it.
and in person.
So
that wasn't Tina's song. Whose song was it?
Exactly, it wasn't Tina.
I can't stand the rain. It's my window. Did she ever do it though? Mama Miss said it wasn't Tina's song. Did Tina ever do that song?
Was that Roberta Flack too?
No.
It was somebody did it before Missy Elliott. Missy copied it, just like Lauryn Hill copied Roberta Flack. You guys know that, right? But I don't know who did the original.
Tina Turner did it. It was on.
She knows Mama Miss.
Well, no, I mean, but maybe there was somebody who did it even before. Maybe Tina redid it.
Did she get it from
she did do
Betsy Smith?
It was on her Private Dancer album.
Oh,
yes, you know I had that. Everybody had that.
Dancer.
Ann Peoples. Was Ann Peoples before Tina Turner?
That name sounds like she was.
So Tina did it in 1984. And my man C said Ann Peoples and Mama Miss. You know, when C tells us
C knows. We're not hating on you, Mama Miss.
Okay,
but C knows. Yo, C, I want to meet you, man. You got to come to Coffee Talk. Okay, I hope you guys come to Coffee Talk next Saturday, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Aries partial solar eclipse. I'm going to do all 12 signs in Neptune and Aries. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be cruh. Oh, do you guys like, so, okay, you know how I like to make up words. So you know how the kids, right, there's crazy, that's crazy. And then they were like, yo, that's, then what did they get to?
Oh, yes. And Peoples did it in 1974.
74, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think I remember that too. My mom and dad used to listen to a lot of music.
Let
Honey,
me,
but what did they do with crazy? And then I took it more. They did cra.
Ciara.
No. Okay, they took it to cra. The young kids.
That's cra.
Ain't no young kids. I am the one. So I took it from cra to Ciara, like Sierra, but CR, literally Ciara. So when you say cra, now
we
I'm like,
have been saying that
I
in
go
the Taylor house
yeah.
for like, we've been saying that a long time.
A lot of years now. So
Yeah.
Ciara. So
Yeah,
instead of crazy,
we have our own little slang.
I got a lot of
up in
slang.
here.
I'm a slang.
Maybe we start to roll it out to all y'all. Y'all can all
We need
start
some
to do it.
slang T-shirts, but
Yes.
but
Okay.
but I'm a slang
Now,
Smith. That's a good title for
let's
a
see
song.
now. Let's see. We're getting behind here. And
Oh, does she share a big three?
Mika? No, Mink.
Sorry, Mink.
I don't see it yet.
Mink is pretty in pink.
But
verbally attacked and come out like the kitchen sink. I sync up these bars and words. I'm nice with the verbs. She's nice with the herbs.
Oh.
You like to see?
I do.
All right.
Okay. So Phoenix has said they totally agree with Miss E. So there you go.
Yeah.
I already like you. You're my favorite. Anyway,
you can call her Alana. She's not Miss E. She has her own,
Thank you. I'm okay with it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biggie. You are so right. Dreams been off the chain.
Yeah.
Don't claim victimhood. That's right. Because what we claim, we become. And so we have to get off of that.
We don't
Mama
need to be
Miss said
victims.
Lilith, 12 degrees, Uranus, 29 degrees.
What sign is your Lilith in now? But does anybody actually here tonight have Lilith in Pisces? I'd want to know.
And then we have Pisces 318.
Ooh.
And I think she is new. Hi, Pisces 318.
Hi, Pisces 318.
And she says she is so happy that she found us. We are happy that you found us. I'm so happy.
And I hope, since you're 318, you reach out to book the Pisces birth chart sale, which ends 319. So you're probably 28.
She's from Michigan.
Oh, I'm a Wolverine fan.
Wait. She Pisces. Yep. You gave us our stuff. Thank you.
What's the big three? What?
So the big three: Pisces Sun, Taurus Moon, and a Scorpio rising.
I'm a Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising. Pisces Sun in the 5th house, Taurus Moon in the 7th. Your mother's up in the cookie jar in any of your relationships. You can be really good as a vocalist or, selling like jewelry and crystals and gems in the marketplace, or you may like to buy them. The Pisces Sun in the 5th house, super creative, like poetry, sculpting, painting, art, dance, singing, rhyming, timing, shining, gluing, gliming. You could do it all. And as a Scorpio rising, you are you're an empath, and you're a very psychic empath. So please know, with that exalted Taurus moon, do you burn in the kitchen? Can you cook? You may be a good cook, or maybe your spouse is. I don't know if you're married or not, but the Taurus moon, you got to spend time grounding and earthing in nature to kind of nullify some of this natural escapism with the Pisces sun. Pisces suns, they don't like to be here. Sometimes I'm like grabbing her feet. I'm like, come back down, baby. Come back down to earth. Because I'm the earth king. Cap, moon, Virgo, stellium. I'm the earth king.
And I'd rather be.
She'd be up in
here.
Yeah. And so as a Pisces, you got to rely on your Taurus moon and be grounded. And I already know as a Scorpio rising, number one, the gift and the curse. You're here to break generational curses. Talk to your mom. Something happened during the pregnancy or your birth. Preeclampsia, tubes tied, jaundice, emergency C-section, something. Comment down below if you know. Let me know. I'm curious. But just know with the Scorpio rising, you're going to go through many transformations. People knew you at 16 may not recognize you at 25, then again at 34, then again at 45 or 53. Like, you are going to go through these big shifts in your life. But that's okay. It's all for the evolution of your soul. Scorpios, we go from the scorpion to the phoenix rising out of the ashes, which kind of burns the buttocks. It's painful, but that's part of the transformation. Mm-hmm. And then the final part, the top of the trine, you soar like an eagle. That's the constellation Anguilla. And with Sagittarius in the 2nd house, the ancestors will always watch out for you. You will never go broke and homeless. Having Sagittarius in the second house, even if it's a butt naked empty house, you're still golden, pony boy. Okay, you're okay. Trust me, I tell you, I've had many a tough times. I've had some nights where I had to go to bed a little hungry when I was, in my 20s, but the money always came in when I needed it. And I stay in gratitude for that. And I thank the ancestors. Scorpio risings, we're powerful people. We're powerful. But we can't be, and you got the Taurus moon, don't tap into that Pisces mutable energy. Don't be so fixated and stubborn. The more that we're open to change and growth, that's where God, source creator, works the miracles in our lives. Change is a gift, right? The number 5, change. Okay. And what about Mika?
We have Perry G here.
What up, Perry G? How
you feel?
How are you feeling? I hope you're doing well. I miss you. Hope you and wifey are good. Still got to get those chart reading for the kiddos, man. But so thankful you're here, brother. I hope you're doing good. Hit me up. Send me an email, something. Let me know how you're dancing on the globe. And
let's see. We're going through here.
The Meek.
Yeah. Okay.
Sun, Moon, Rising.
So see, new was 1974. Gigi, the Empress, is here.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, Gigi. How are you?
Okay. So how do you know so? Like you.
He's a smart cat.
Nah,
He's a smart brother.
I know you're smart, but God, you got like a memory like me. You be remembering. Because I remember a lot. But see, if I would have known that, I would have remembered. I didn't know it, so that's why I didn't remember. But still, you guys saw all I was doing was referencing Missy and taking it to an experience that we had. And just
so you know, Mama Miss always knows too.
No, Mama, you do. Wait, no. We got to
get. We can't.
Mama. No, Mama, we wasn't trying to play you. Sorry.
Much love. I'm sorry.
You know.
Yes.
See, we admit to being wrong.
No, but she even let me know. But you're right, girl. You know what?
You are
right.
You are right.
You were right. Okay, so we have to do Mama knows.
Mama knows.
Mama knows. We can't just sing for C. Okay.
Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows.
That's right. We got you, girl. I'm sorry. God. Please forgive us.
But now I want to hear the original.
I know. I might have to
play that.
I might play. I might just.
Wait, can I ask you guys a question? Our kids are into do you guys actually like Spotify? They don't play. We were trying to listen in the car to Music Soul Child, trying to listen to the Roots and who else, but it wasn't playing the songs in order. And maybe we just don't know how to work Spotify, but the kids love it. I'm going to be honest with you. I miss having CDs. That's how old school I am. I miss my CDs. I miss my cassette. I got a trunk in my closet of hip hop tapes. I'm not only a hip hop expert, a connoisseur. Like Aries once said, I am hip hop. My trunk of funk. I mean, I got Chuck Chill Out tapes, Mr. Magic, Molly Mall, DJ Red Alert, Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito. I got a trunk of funk, a real hip hop.
But we don't have a cassette player.
That's all right. We're gonna get a CD player and a cassette player.
You know what? I went on a throw-out thing,
and
I threw out the portable CD player, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, because I was like, well, we can always play it through the PS4 or one of those things. And now I realized I just want a portable little CD player.
So that's gonna be a purchase we need. Yeah.
Anyways, so Phoenix says, I was born Aries 4/4, but my sun is 12th house with Mercury, Chiron, South Node. So my ego is in with the collective. I have lots of compassion.
Yeah, but I want you to look at the whole sign system.
Stop judging, set boundaries, continue.
That's good. But I want you to look at the whole sign system because your sun is in the first house if you're an Aries rising. And the Pisces is the 12th. So I just want you guys to really get this, right? It's not that the Placidus is wrong. You can still get to the truth. But when you are doing timing techniques and when you're basically learning the foundations of astrology and aspects, a square is 90 degrees. So Aries first house, that means the 10th house is Capricorn. You can't put Capricorn in the 11th or the 9th because Aries doesn't trine Capricorn. A trine is the same element. Capiche? Capricorn can't be in 11th because it doesn't sextile Aries. They're the same modality. That's a 90-degree angle, a square. You're going to see this in my coming soon astrology book. But I want you guys to get that. So that's why
If we can ever sit down and just finish it.
we're going to sit down and we're going to do it. The rest of March is all about finishing the book. So, but do you get that? So, like, please, like, really look at your chart and the whole sign system. I think it's definitely more ancient, but I think it's more accurate. I started off reading my chart in Placidus and wasn't resonating with me. When I did it in the whole sign system and with my astrology teacher, my astrology class, the light bulbs came on. It was like, phew. But then the ancient timing techniques, annual perfections, all these different things, you can't do that in Placidus. And I don't resonate with interceptions because you have access to all 12 signs. The moon switches signs every 2.5 days. How you not going to have a Taurus in your chart? So when the moon's in Taurus, oh, you won't feel it? Come on, that's fugazi. We gotta think bigger. Bigger, better, stronger, and much faster. All right, last couple of questions and comments. Just go watch the Pluto Pisces video for me, you guys. I really appreciate it. And make sure you guys are smashing the like button. You new people, please subscribe. Explore my channel. You can see your whole chart through my channel. But definitely book the reading, because just watching the videos, that's important. Like, you literally watch them and put on the new clothes, but you got to get the chart reading to really integrate everything and aspects and just all of it. And I go in hardcore for you. So Pisces, the chart sale ends the 19th, Wednesday night at midnight. I'll be back on Tuesday night with Sarah Strong. It's going to be really cool, right? And you remember, what type of readings was she doing at Missy's Mysteries?
She does oracle readings,
Yeah.
and she has a lot of different cards. And there were a few. There was two. She had an Egyptian one that really spoke to me, and then she had a symbols thing. And she stays with people with her the whole time. So, and I hear a lot of really good things. I have not personally worked with her.
She's coming on Tuesday night, though. She's an Aussie. She's from Australia.
Yeah.
Really sweet spirit, and it's gonna be cool.
So Mama Missed, you asked about her degrees. Lilith.
I said the sign. What sign is it in?
Right. Let me.
Okay.
12. Lilith, 12th degree, 12th, 5 degrees. Scorpio, Uranus, 29 degrees.
Oh, okay. Well, Lilith in Scorpio is similar to Lilith in Pisces. Lilith, you guys, in the water signs, you should be using it. Water is how you increase your intuition when Lilith is in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And know that you can literally become more intuitive around, in, or, partaking in agua. I don't know if this is a thing. Google it or Brave it or Duck Goose it. Water magic. That's Pisces Lilith. Water magic. Okay. And we're not talking about no bad or black magic. We're just talking about magical gifts. Okay. So did Mika share the big three or no?
Don't see that.
Okay.
But James White.
What up, James White?
James White is new.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, James White is. Now, are you James White that played for New England Patriots, the running back? Maybe not. But if you are, what's up? Either way, what's up, James White? Share your sun, moon, rising. I'll give you a quick breakdown real quick before we get ready to bounce.
And so he says, I'm a Capricorn moon.
Okay. Me too.
A Leo rising.
Ooh.
And a Cancer sun in the 12th house.
Leo rising, Cancer sun in the 12th house. You and Dad may not just get each other. There could be a disconnect. Maybe Dad was traveling a lot for work. There could have been dissolving in a relationship. Doesn't mean that not a good dad. Doesn't mean that at all. But when the sun's in the 12th house, that's the I am energy, right? Your hidden talents are about safety, security, and you're probably on the low. You're probably crazy funny, Mr. White. But you know what I mean? You have that deep inner knowing. Now, that cat moon, right, in the 6th house, moon doesn't love being in the 6th house. You can feel obligated sometimes to work crazy long hours. You're born around a full moon. So you're here to be of service to the collective in your daily routine and in the spiritual realm. That kind of is what lights you up. You could work international government, international business, import, exports. You could work in business, banking, property, real estate, architecture. But that cat moon in the 6th house, definitely got to watch out for, definitely try to eat more fruits and veggies. That's what I'm going to say. You got to increase your fruits and veggies. You got Virgo 2nd, Cap 6th. Very important for you. Okay. Remember, the fruit is the H3O. We had a lot of fruit, even though we didn't eat so good while we were away. We had a lot of fruit, and that was good.
And we paid heavily for it. Yeah. Oh, it was so crazy. Like we had
a good time.
We had a good time. Vegas, it's ridiculous how
It's
much
Matrix
you spend on food.
and
Like
what-
I was just
so-
like, what? We went to this diner and the food was good, but it was very expensive. I've never spent that much at a diner.
Huge servings.
Huge portions. But like I was
It's
like,
just
why
too
is
much
this
money.
bill more? And I realized a cup of coffee was $6.50. I was like, what?
And hot chocolates
Hot
were $5.50,
chocolate were
right?
like, yeah, they were.
$5.75?
It was $11.89 for the 2 hot chocolates. I was like,
For our boys.
what on earth are we doing?
That's cruh. That's Ciara.
Makes no sense.
That's Ciara.
So anyway,
All right, we're about to go. Any last
let's see.
big threes? Okay.
The
The James White. Yeah, I hope you
And
resonate.
Perry G said that he is doing well.
Good.
Pisces 318 says yes, all that my mom almost died giving birth to me too.
See?
I appreciate you.
Wow.
Thank you.
I know.
Um,
I know.
Let's see.
That Taurus moon is.
And then C said he loves music. He grew up listening to the oldies, R&B, jazz, rap.
I know.
My uncle was a record collector, has
See?
over 3,000 records.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's it. See, I love it. I love music too. My
and
collection is crazy.
Mama Miss enjoyed our duet. That was just for you, girl.
That was for you, Mama.
Mm-hmm. Don't anybody else ask for it.
We don't sing for any other
We don't just
mamas.
sing for anybody.
We only sing for the
Mama Miss. Uh-huh.
We don't sing for the other mamas.
Just the Mama Miss.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. Stay open to change, growth, family. Thanks for that, Biggie. Okay. Yeah.
That's important,
It's
right?
very important. Now, C says, Team Apple Music. I'm with you. It's Team
Okay.
Apple Music.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was curious.
okay, but here's my thing.
Spotify's annoying.
This is what ends up happening to me.
know.
I'm really getting sick of everybody asking me for money for every last damn thing that I want.
Yeah, they charge
so
too much for all this stuff. You're just like, oh my God.
My Apple, I had like a whole Apple like package thing, and it started out. I
The
had
family
the
plan,
Apple
right?
Music, I had Apple TV, I had news, all the stuff, and it was $27. And then all of a sudden one day I looked and I was like,
49.
why am I paying $49 for this? And I had to shut them off. It was principal. Damn it, principal. But then I'm like, oh, I don't have any music.
And she threw out the CD player.
And
wait, she always does this, and I tell her, don't throw that away. She's like, oh no, it's gotta go. We're not gonna use
I'm
it.
a thrower-outer, because he likes to keep stuff. If it wasn't for my kids, I would have nothing. Like I would throw out everything. I could I almost want to be a monk on a hill. We saw a monk when we were in Vegas.
we saw a crackhead. We saw a
when
monk.
I looked up at the thing, he was all decked out, right? He was in monk orange and he had beads and all this stuff. And then I looked up, like he was he was materialistic monk, but he looked good. Like I was like, oh my God, this monk looks
He was a
good.
fashion forward monk.
He was a fashionista monk.
Yeah.
And then I looked up and there was this big billboard, and I swear it might have been him. He might have been like a monk performer
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. The kids were like, "Oh my gosh, Mom!" And then we both,
He was
Jack
a
and
part-
I, both looked up and were like, That's it.
He was a part of the Traveling Monks.
Yes.
Have you heard of the Traveling Monks?
Anyway.
Oh God, you guys.
Anyway.
Well, it's about that time.
Okay, so
What-
let's
what
see.
other
Mama
comments we
Zeke
have?
says,
Where's my phone?
I don't use Spotify. I use YouTube Music. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to look into that. And then Gigi the Empress says Spotify free version will not allow you to pick the song you want. It plays related songs. I know that's the most annoying thing. Like that.
That's like that
I got
Amazon
the Spotify
music.
thing,
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
God.
I put in something, and it was playing something similar. I'm like, no, that's not what I said. So I tried it again, and then it gave me something else. I'm like, it must be confused.
Oh,
and
we,
I couldn't
and then
it just never got out of its
But
confusion.
we were trying to listen to Angie Stone, right? R.I.P. It played us 4 songs.
Four
of Angie
songs. I
Stone.
wanted all of
I'm like,
Angie's
we wanted
albums.
Mahogany Soul,
And
the
this
album.
was the thing. Okay, so it was Mahogany Soul, and I had the premium. So I don't know why premium Spotify wasn't giving me exactly what I wanted. That's ridiculous.
And I think we got to ask the 15-year-old because the 11-year-olds don't quite know how to work it. The 15-year-old
And I just don't
knows.
feel like having to be that confused just to
Yeah.
do whatever.
It was too
Hold up,
challenging.
Big E. Don't get all that fanfare 2 weeks ago. I'm an Aries sun. I'm an Aries sun, 12th, Scorpio moon, 8th, Aries rising. I didn't get all that fanfare. What do you mean you didn't get all that fanfare 2 weeks? I don't know. I will give you fanfare though.
I will always give you fanfare.
You just tell me what you
But
want.
remember, Aries in the 12th, Scorpio on the 8th, that's a trine. Aries and Scorpio are not a trine. Pisces is a trine to Scorpio. Capiche? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So, Mama Miss, I'm feeling much closer to you now, Mama Mist.
Why? What's she saying?
Because Mama Mist uses mist to clear things instead of burning things. So she's not smudging. She's not doing the Palo Santo, although I do love some Palo Santo. She's misting. And do you put like crystals in your mist, or what do you like? Tell me about this mist, Mama.
She's a mister.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's 3rd generation mister. So she's not new to this. She's true to this.
Remember that song back in the 80s by Mr. Mister?
Oh, yeah. That was a good song. Oh, my God. What's the name of it?
I don't know.
remember.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Mr. They had a great song. Okay, you can tell we're getting really silly because we're super tired. We're super tired. Are you guys ready for March Madness?
Okay,
you guys fill out brackets? If you guys fill out brackets, let me know because I'll put it on my community page for my fantasy basketball bracket. If you guys want to join and make your picks, the whole family makes picks. I do it on ESPN. It's my Ray and Tay Today college basketball bracket thing on ESPN. I'll put it here on my YouTube page if anybody wants to join. You don't even have to like college basketball to fill out a bracket. It's just fun. Everybody does it in their office. So if you want to do it with BigEAstrology, then come on and do it. It'll be kind of fun. I'll be putting that up on Monday morning or Tuesday.
So Pisces 318 is going to book a chart. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Pisces.
We look forward
You're
to
gonna
it.
love it.
And
you are gonna love it.
Let's see. Jazz Loves Black says,
Oh, that's a new name.
Well, we've seen her before.
No, Jazz Loves Black.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Blade. I'm sorry. Jazz Loves Blade.
Okay, that could have been a long time ago.
I've seen you before, but if you want to give your big 3 again, please feel free. It is a thing. Water magic. So that she's
I was right.
On
water magic. It is a thing.
Okay.
I thought it was a thing.
So James,
and if it wasn't a thing, I was gonna make it a thing.
So Pluto 9. Pluto 9s is a Taurus sun.
Oh, that's their name?
Yes.
Hi, Pluto 9. Nice to meet you, Eric Taylor. Welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All you new people, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000.
We want 1 million.
We want 1 million, but right now we just hit 9,200, so it's growing.
We'll settle for 10,000.
Quickly,
yes.
Chop. Spread with your friends.
Hurry up, please.
Please tell your friends, please.
Yes. If all of you go home and tell 10 friends.
10 friends.
We'll be at 9,500 by tonight. Okay.
And I'll tell you, I like astrology too. And you'll never hear me talk about any other astrologers, but you're not going to find this much fun on other people's lives. Because we give you astrology, but we give you real life family. We give you comedy. We give you our relationship. We give you humor. We give you music. We give you hip hop, freestyle rhymes and bars from here to Mars and lyrical scars. We give you a lot. I love you guys. Thank you. Jazz, Just Blade. I'm going to call you Just Blade. Jazz Blade? You know, the producer, Just Blaze? I'm going to call you Jazz Blade?
Oh my God. I think we're getting a little tired. Okay.
And I'm actually I need a little dinner.
It's been a long.
Oh, and the
thing.
kids have friends
Okay,
coming over, so we got to get ready to go.
Let's see.
Kids want ice cream floats tonight. That's exciting to give kids sugar after 7.
Yeah.
We're rebels as parents.
We are. Let's see. Phoenix said, I didn't get all that okay, no, we already talked to you.
All that fanfare.
Mama missed, smash.
And you'll get more fanfare when you have Pisces trining Scorpio from your 12th to your 8th, okay?
So Jazz Loves Blade says, any thoughts on Lilith in the 8th in Gemini regards to intuition?
Oh, you're Scorpio rising. Your intuition is off the charts. You may actually get visions or downloads when someone's passing away. You definitely can be tapped into the herbs, the crystals, the gems, the esoteric occult knowledge. And you can literally be a doula, death doula, or a midwife. And you may talk to people that have just transitioned. Remember, Gemini is the messenger, the communicator, with Lilith there in the 8th house. And that means you're a Scorpio rising. So we're kindred spirits. Okay. But yeah, that's a nice placement.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fading.
We're
fast.
fading.
I apologize.
So
for anybody that we missed, please
real quick,
we love you.
let me just sum this up. Come back Tuesday night. It's 8 p.m. Eastern with Sarah Strong, episode 317. This was 316, if you know what I mean. Right? Yeshua. Neptune Pisces, the veils will be lifted starting March 30th. And then February 2026, the victimhood is going to stop. You're going to realize that you were accepting things that really you should not have been accepting in your life. And not just out in the media. There's delusions, and deceptions that we do to ourselves. Okay? So you have to look at your Pisces house to see what you've been doing since 2011. The Pluto Pisces, that's in the future. I'm a futuristic brother, 2043, really 2044. Waterworld, watch that movie again, Kevin Costner. Also rewatch The Matrix and Total Recall, if you know, you know. And Black Moon Lilith in Pisces, water magic. Trust your intuition. Manifest in the bathtub with your crystals and your water. If you have it in the 4th house, definitely purchase the water feature, or the 6th house. That's really beneficial for you. Home Depot, Better Homes and Gardens, Lowe's. Sometimes they have it with the music, or just seeing water flowing can help you with your spiritual gifts and discipline. But it can also help calm the nervous system and, just make you more creative, expand your imagination. All right. So that's episode 316 in a nutshell. Go watch. I just put it up from Coffee Talk today, my Virgo lunar eclipse video. Please go like it and comment. After this is over, come back and just give us a comment, thumbs up, thanks you guys, or whatever. This will help the podcast grow in the algorithms. And I really want to just say, thank you for showing up for me, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not one of these people that takes you guys for granted. The fact that I come on and one of you show up, it means a lot to me. So whether you're a newbie, a new regular, an OG, a true vet, a soldier, a warrior, I appreciate you, because you could be anywhere on a Saturday night with YouTube and 3,000 different channels. So
absolutely,
coming to my neck of the woods, you get loved and appreciated. And a lot of you get songs named after you. Right? So,
thank you, guys.
And thank you, Jazz Blaze.
Yes, Jazz Blade.
I know, but I'm calling her Jazz Blaze.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll just say Blade. Jazz Blade. Play off of Just Blaze.
Thank you, guys.
If you know, you know.
And I'm working on another. We're always looking at new people who are coming. So we've got a lot of shows. So keep an eye on us.
Oh, the rest of this month is going to be good.
Yeah,
and
I'm working on a graphic for Yesenia Rose.
Oh, that's going to be
the Sovereign citizen stuff.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
The legalese,
the legal stuff. So
not having to pay the debt collectors. So that's I'm recording on the 24th, and I'll be airing it on the 25th. The 27th, I've got Stephanie Mason coming on. I think on the 20th, I'm going to have Kelly Rowland. And then I told you on the 18th, Sarah Strong. So March is going to go out with a nice bang, some really magical ladies and a lot of knowledge, because this is the Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast.
don't you know?
And I think the next time you see us may be maybe next Sunday night. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland on Thursday, you'll see us Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific for a little lunch with the Taylors. Okay, but
We like our lunch dates.
yeah, and that would be
They've been fun.
That will be the equinox. The equinox is coming. I may do a video for that, prepare you guys for the equinox energy. You know, it's just the astrological new year. This is the time, Thursday, to set your New Year's resolutions. Never on January 1st. That's a pagan, fugazi stuff. Happy New Year coming up soon. Aries season. We rhyme for a reason. My father was an Aries. I know Aries energy well. I love it. I have Virgo, Leo, Gemini kids, married a Pisces wife, a Taurus mother, Aries dad, Aquarius mother-in-law. I got you all covered. All right.
Love you guys.
BigEAstro.
Good night.
See you Tuesday night, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Bye. And the Pisces birth chart sale and coffee talk.